We going full circle, and I can talk today. So you went full circle, modified your claim, tried to lie on the fly, not swift enough, and now you talking about 14,000 years ago because you're taking a median range, right? So again, when we pull up, and we're not only focusing on Luzio because Luzio is not the oldest and the only. I pulled a study. It was 4 parallel transit regions. So we doing this. So what I'm telling you is very simple. Over over 8 skulls was found to be in the same range as Luzia, and there's 2 that's older than her.
Cap,
So do you want to refute
show
that?
one.
Naya.
Naya is not older than her.
Naya is older. What are you talking
No.
about?
Show us Naya. Listen, this
Anybody
is
type it
where
into your
this
Google
is. Hold
machine.
on. Wait, wait,
Just
wait,
put it
wait,
in your
wait,
Google
wait,
machine, bro.
wait,
These
wait.
is these is basic
Show us
facts. We
that
don't even have to
Naya
argue,
is
bro.
older than
These is basic facts. We don't
16,000
even have to
years.
argue. Just put it in your Google
Watch
machine,
this.
bro.
No, 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 no,
Come
no,
on, cause you just
no. Be
y'all old
quiet.
ass niggas
I'll
be
let
acting
you
like
get it
y'all don't
out.
have the
I'll let you
internet, bro.
get it out. Now be quiet.
All right,
Now
go
we
ahead,
want
bro.
you to pull up your source that shows us that Naya is older than 16,000 years.
Nobody says that Luzia is 16,000 years.
Yeah, they
Type
did.
in, type in what's the
What did it say
accepted
right
date.
there?
Type in that's what you typed in on your computer.
That's
I'm
not
asking
what
you
I
to look
typed
it
in.
up. That is that what you typed in, nigga.
No, I
That's why I
copied
asked you
it
for the
from the
source and
page.
you went to a Word document. Come on, bro. You went to a
I
Word
copied
document
it
you
from this
typed.
right here.
You went to a Word document that you typed.
No, I didn't. It's right here. This is from the Department of Anthropology at the University of Washington. This
No,
was
it's not.
created by James Feathers, Renato Kipnis, Louis Pilzo, Manuel Arroyo Kalin, and David Coblins.
We looked the source up. That is not
You
that.
didn't look up shit.
Yes,
Well,
we
look it up
did.
now. Look it up
Bro,
now, smart guy.
put the name on it.
Look it
Put the
up
name.
now.
What's the name of it?
How old is Luzia? Look it up.
And what's the first dude's name?
Huh?
What's the first dude's
You
name?
don't know?
No, you just said it was a long ass Spanish name. What the fuck was it?
James Feathers.
Oh, Feathers.
Dumbass nigga. That long ass Spanish name, huh?
Hey,
I
bro,
do.
I
Hadouken,
got you to
nigga.
say the name.
Listen,
No,
listen, listen.
I'm on that.
Right here, look. See this capping ass nigga? Watch this. I want to show y'all this nigga be
From
lying.
2010.
He is
From
a
2010.
liar, bro.
From
Watch
2010. Hold
this.
up, bro, because this is
Watch
it.
this.
I'm
No,
on it now.
you hold up, nigga.
Because you've been lying
You
this
hold
entire
up,
time.
nigga.
You could
Watch
have
this.
just
No,
pulled
hold
the
up, nigga. Hold up and get swole up, nigga. Right? Watch this. Because I told your dumbass, right, that this motherfucking shit is copied directly from this page. Abstracting figures. During the excavation of 1970s, a disarticulated female skeleton was found by herself, nigga. This is in this document. I didn't make up none of this shit, goofy. During the excavation of the 1970s, it's right there. Right?
2010, right?
Yeah, nigga.
Okay, perfect. Perfect. So type in what is the accepted date for
No, nigga.
Luzia.
What is
That's not,
no?
bro,
The
because you
accepted date is
bro,
right
you
here.
pulled something from 2010. That's cool. That's goofy, bro. You just
The
showed
accepted date is
2010.
from 12. Hold on.
And
This
that's
is
why
the
you put that
accepted
shit in your,
date.
that's why
Hold
you typed
on.
it up
You
like
asked
that, so
for the
we couldn't see
accepted
where it
date.
was from.
The accepted date is 12.7 to 16,000 years ago. Prove I'm wrong. Pull it up, nigga. Look it up.
That's 2010, bro. That's
Look
a
it up.
2000. So when I pull this source up from
Look it
2019,
up.
what you gonna say? My source already proved that.
Look it
All
up.
right, all right, real quick. Okay, all right. Listen, I can't share the site right now because I'm on my phone, right? But check it out, right? Listen, check it out, right? This is a site. This is from the DNA test, right? That's the site, right? And it says, right? It says how much DNA do humans share with other animals and plants, right? Now check this out. Boom. Let's go down. Right. So all right. So humans. It says humans share 99.9% fucking DNA. Right. Right now, check it out. Now it says with chimps, it said 98.8, with gorillas 98.4, with pigs 98%, orangutans 96.9, with cats 90%, with mice 85%, nigga, with dogs 84%, with cows 80%, with zebrafish, nigga, 73%. With slugs, 70%. With chickens, 65%. With fruit
Some of you
flies.
niggas do look
No,
like
no, no, no,
zebrafish.
no, no, no.
Nah,
Wait,
some of
wait.
these
I'm
niggas
not
do
done.
look like
I'm not
zebrafish.
done yet. I'm not done yet. With fruit flies,
Yeah, why is
61.
this Pan African talking? Shut the
With
fuck
fruit
up.
flies,
Nigga ain't finna stop, bro. This
61%.
goof
Hold
ass
on,
nigga ain't
hold
finna
on.
stop, bro.
Let me get finished, Kyle. Let me get finished. Look. With fruit flies, 61%. With bananas, 60%.
Get the fuck out of here.
With trees, 50%, nigga. With cabbage, 45%, nigga. With honeybees, 44%. With apples, 40%. With yeast, 26%, nigga. The fuck is you talking about? So you
That
don't
sound a lot,
understand
bro.
you don't understand
You sound dumb.
macronutrients. Macronutrients is is the carbon composition that builds human DNA.
I see why the
Now,
pseudos don't
sounds like you
understand
just
this.
said the definition
Let's
of
go.
autochthonous.
Oh my
And
God.
autochthonous
You're right.
means of the land. Is it?
Of
Mic
the
check.
land.
Mic check.
I'm
Okay.
envy of the land.
OTK, my good brother from another mother. Did you see what I shot at you in the back? And can
Yeah, I'm gonna show
anyone, even if
show
it's you,
that
Smoke
go
Signal, you
live.
may not play much of it. Do you see the 117-year-old lady video that I put in the private chat? I sent it to you directly, OTK,
Hold up,
just so
bro.
that
Yeah,
you had
Put my source
I
on the
was gonna
screen,
show
so
it
bro.
when
that
I
you
go
have it in the
live.
Put my
chamber.
source on the screen, bro. I'm about to
But
fight this shit.
are you hip to that, OTK?
Cause niggas be
Yeah.
trying
Have
to
you heard
dodge
of
shit, bro.
Gertrude? I'm sorry. Yeah, Gertrude Weaver. Have you heard of her?
Yeah.
Nope.
She
I'm
from
gonna
the
show it on when I go live later on. Oh, I keep pushing my show back because I'm over here, man. Because you know these niggas, we doing a royal beatdown right now. You know what I'm talking about?
yeah.
You know, a
Well,
classic.
let me land on this real quick, whether y'all decide to mix the dope or not, because there's a lot of dopey shit going on. In that video, I think it's about a good half hour long, but at least within the first 5 to 10 minutes, they mention her, and she's out of Arkansas. They mentioned HeLa cells, and you know Henrietta Lacks is not her real name. She's out of Baltimore. And then they mentioned the Y chromosome of Albert Perry, which is out of South Carolina. Now, just with those three individuals, they cannot find our genetic material except, you know, the backdoor bullshit they do with Cameroon and Albert Perry, OTK. But I want you really to go over that when you can and show what they say, not what the fuck we're saying, because we still are not independently studying shit, are we? So Smoke Signal, if you can see that video there in the private chat, it played maybe the first 5 minutes or so,
Hold up, bro.
and
Before
then
we get
y'all
into the
cook on
video,
that,
bro, let's
goddammit.
finish this Lucia shit, bro. We come on, bro. We finna go into some CNN propaganda, bro. Hey, I
Oh,
put
like you're
bro, listen to
repeating
this.
your version of the white man
Bro,
propaganda is
got Ricky
okay.
in the back refuting that
Okay,
little
okay.
2010
So Smoke
article.
Signal, if you
That
can, like I
2010
said, you only have
article
to
is
show
too
maybe about
old, bro.
5 minutes of
I
that
just quoted
video. It
something from
is
2023,
encompassing
bro.
all of the
The
gobbledygook
ancient
shit that
Brazilian
we just
skeleton
heard
discovered to be the
from our south
skeleton
of
of
the
first
border
man.
Negro.
Put that on the screen. And it says Lucia is about 13,000 years old. They say Luzio descends from the oldest people that settled in Brazil at least 16,000 years ago. And that's from 2023.
Here go another article for
So
you.
from
Cause
2023,
you
you
what
trying to,
okay.
bro, you
Why
had
you
something from two.
focusing on that? Why are you focusing on that, brother? And I just told you now, I'm gonna go to another article, right?
I just got an answer.
It says how many genes do humans share? Okay. Now look, it
Nah,
said
niggas trying to dodge.
look,
Niggas trying to dodge what I'm doing.
now
Because
this
you
is
know I'm finna be on.
no
Come
one's
on, bro. You
dodging. No
getting
one
in the wrong,
dodging what
bro.
you're doing.
Cosmon just made a dumbass
No
claim. I'm
one
trying to
is
refute it.
dodging what
Hey,
you're
watch this.
doing.
Let me debunk him.
Look, he going with a dumb shit. I'm trying to go with what Cosmon's saying, bro. You
No,
getting in
you
the way.
said you just clearly said that we don't share DNA with plants. That's what
I
you
said it's
clearly
not
said.
significant. I said if you send your DNA off in a company, they gonna send it back and say that's plant
my
DNA.
nigga. Okay,
That's
so
what I said.
answer this.
Again, bro,
All
this is
human
cartoonish
beings, all
arguments
right,
I
hold
be
up.
making with you, bro. This
Okay,
shit is
so
annoying.
all human beings share 99.9% DNA. So that means that any of them human remains can be tested against anyone. The fuck out
They're
of here,
testing.
you stupid
They're
ass
testing
nigga.
the
Like, no,
differences, dumb
no,
fuck.
no, no. That's
If
what
they
they
all
telling
are
you.
related,
That's what they
if they all
telling
are
you. No, no.
99.9
So
related,
they testing the
and they're testing the
0.1%,
slight
the
differences,
1/10%.
that's what they're
So they
doing,
testing
bro.
the 1/10%. That's what you telling.
Bro, they're testing the difference.
They testing no,
They're
no. So
testing
the
what make you
difference will only
different.
be the 1/10%.
If it's the air testing, what makes you different, bro? It's
It
not
will
even hard
only
to understand.
be the 1/10%. If it's 99.9% compatible, what is left over? 1/10%, nigga. The fuck is you talking about? So you don't understand what
Right.
you
That's
reading.
still,
No,
nigga, I know
no,
all that,
no,
but you
no,
don't understand
no,
the
no.
importance
I
of
do
that one
understand
tenth
it.
percent. You don't understand
No,
none of that,
so
bro.
that 1/10% will break down to nutrients, my man.
Bro, that shit breaks down to
No,
genetically
my
coded. That
God,
shit has been
bro.
modified, bro.
Genetic
Based on
codes
your
come from
environment,
your diet.
based
Your
on your
environment is so.
surroundings,
Listen,
based
your
on,
environment.
bro, this is
So
what it's
what is
about.
the? So the Earth is what? The Earth is carbon, right?
It's
We
not even
eat the
hard. It's
carbon.
not even
The Earth
complex,
is
bro.
carbon. No,
This shit is
the Earth.
basic.
The Earth is carbon. We eat the carbon, right? Two of the macronutrients go into making the DNA structure, which is carbohydrates and proteins. So what
Bro,
did you not talk? So what part
bro, I
don't you
heard all this stuff
understand?
from all the pseudo Pan Africans back in
This
the day.
ain't no pseudo shit, my
Bro,
nigga.
this is Inky shit, bro.
This is
Come
the
on.
fact evidence that you don't understand.
I heard this shit from Inky
Right.
in
No, you see, you
2014.
don't understand it. You just regurgitating the article, and you don't
Yeah,
understand
bro.
how they doing the science. You don't
This is
even
basic
understand,
health. What do you learn? It's a health class. Like, what are you talking
I
about, bro?
definitely know all of this, bro.
my
The
nigga,
point
my
I
nigga,
made
my
was
nigga,
still, the point I
my
made was
nigga,
still,
bro.
Lucia is
This
not
is
even the
fucking
oldest
Look,
crazy,
organism
he
found.
just
man.
Yeah,
It's
bro.
not
Yo,
even
he
the
dumb,
oldest
bro.
shit. Let me
Lucky. I
show you.
thought you
It's
was
not the
smarter
oldest
than
shit we
this,
found.
bro.
look, look,
You
he
done
just
lost a whole
He
lot of smart
dumb.
points, bro.
He
Luzio was,
dumb. That's why
bro,
he get beat up all the time.
bro.
look,
Only
look.
reason
Word,
you think
dog.
y'all
This is
Yeah,
smart
bro.
because
crazy.
the
You
niggas
dumb,
don't battle.
bro.
He ain't
I ain't
even
think you
trying
was
to
this
accept
dumb,
what
bro.
y'all saying, dog. He ain't even trying to accept what
Yeah,
y'all saying.
I ain't know
That's
that Lucky you was this dumb, bro.
Bro, you
damn.
said they didn't test mitochondrial DNA, and then when A1 came up here, you act like you ain't say that. So I don't give up what you saying.
No, why you keep on doubling down to what?
Bro,
Listen,
I'm pointing to every event
I'm pointing.
today
I just
where
told
you
you.
niggas
I
got
just
offline.
told you that
What are you talking
cabbage
about?
got 60% compatible DNA. Cats got 90% compatible DNA to a human.
Dumb,
Nigga, what is you talking about? You don't
dumb,
understand DNA. And
dumb,
you letting
dumb.
these people, listen,
Hey,
you don't
A1,
understand
let
what
me
you
ask you
read.
a
You just
question then.
pulling up an
All right.
article. Okay, go ahead,
Okay, that's good. Let me ask you a question.
go ahead.
So, if you send a cat DNA and your DNA in,
Yes.
can they like match y'all to a family member, or can they say y'all related, or what's up?
My nigga, they can't match nobody to a family member that
Man, come
goes
on,
back
bro.
more than 5 generations.
So listen, all right. So let me ask this then. All right, let me ask you
They
this.
can't match
This shit
nobody
is
to no
retarded.
Hey,
like
look,
my
hold on.
nigga. What is you talking?
Oh shit, A1. That shit was retarded.
Hey, let me ask you a
Bro,
little differently, right? So look,
nah, money grip.
nah,
Nah,
cause you ain't
nah,
even,
nah,
cause you
nah,
ain't want
nah.
to answer it, bro.
All right,
So let
nah,
me
nah,
ask
I'm
you
gonna
this.
answer it. Go
Oh
ahead, go ahead, go ahead. I'm gonna
shit.
answer it. Go ahead,
Look,
hold
yeah,
on.
cause come on, A1, come on now.
See, now you wanna be my friend, Lil. Now you wanna be my
Right,
friend, Lil.
right,
Nah,
right,
you better than this one.
right.
Nah,
Come
you
on,
better than
A1.
this, bro. You better than
Please,
this.
First he was,
A1,
oh, fuck
stop,
you,
man.
A1. First he was like, fuck you, A1. Nah, you talking some pseudo nonsense, nigga. I pull up scientific. Look. I'm a dietitian, nigga.
You
I
is
got a
pseudo, bro. Come
bachelor,
on, bro. Let me ask
nigga.
you a
I got a
question, bro.
bachelor's in
Come on, bro.
dietitian
Come on, bro.
from Montclair State
I just
University,
turned down.
nigga.
Don't make me turn back up. Come on, I'm trying to ask him a question, bro. Come on, let me
I
ask you
got
a
a
question.
2.8 GPA, nigga. No, I
Hey,
ain't
that's
got no
what's up. Shout out
3.0.
to you,
I got a
bro. Good shit.
2.8 GPA, nigga.
That's what's
And
up.
nonetheless,
So,
say,
but listen,
Lucky, I ain't know you was this
so,
dumb, yo.
so yeah. So check this out. Hey, let me ask you this question, right?
Yeah, bro.
So if you
This shit
can
crazy.
you send can you send a cat's DNA to 23andMe and they test it and
If
give
they
it like
got
Can
if
you
they got
send
give it
cat
evidence?
DNA, if they got the cat DNA strand, see, they obviously not testing you with animals. They testing you with other human beings. But if they had cat DNA, then yeah.
But if you
See, you
saying
not answer.
but if you
See,
saying
you
they
letting
all
these
related,
niggas
bro, hold
see.
up.
No,
Hold up,
no,
bro.
no.
Hold up.
So would you not be related
Slow, man.
if you share DNA with other organisms? Are you not related to them?
So I'm asking you. Yes, you're
I'm
related, but this is
asking,
what I'm asking.
okay, so what did you talk? So
But this is what I'm asking
let me
you
slow
though.
down the
I just
question
asked you
again.
a simple
And
question.
everybody in the chat room, hold on, wait, real quick. Everybody in the chat room, listen to this. If you share DNA with a fruit fly, nigga, is you not related to it?
No, you share DNA with a fruit fly. You're not related to a fruit fly,
Okay, so how are you able to share DNA if you're not related to it?
bro. Being related to is something where you have to have a
That's a made up shit.
no,
Related.
you have to have a live
Related.
DNA.
So you're
Hold up,
related
bro.
to a fruit fly
This was the
because
point
you
of my
can
question.
relate to it.
Hey, this was the point of my
Your
question.
DNA can relate.
Niggas was
If your
getting goofy because
DNA
the
can
question was goofy.
anything your
But
DNA
it's
can
stupid
relate.
because the shit is
Listen,
stupid. Hey, well, hold
listen.
up, A1, let me say
Anything
what I'm
your
saying real quick,
DNA
bro.
can relate to
Listen, because
means
you
you're
just
related
come
to
on, bro.
them,
Let me say
nigga.
what I'm saying because you didn't
Let's
even
use
answer
the
the question.
word in
Let me
its
make my point,
contents,
then. You're
nigga.
not gonna answer the question.
Go ahead.
So the reason why I'm asking if you send in your cat's DNA, will they give it the ancestry of Irish or whatever? And you say no.
Yup, they
All
sure
that's
will.
made
So listen,
up.
listen to what I'm
They
saying. Hold
sure
up, hold up.
will.
Ethnicity
Let me
and
fucking
race is
They'll
finish.
tell
made
you
up.
from Africa.
So the
Listen,
reason why
ethnicity and race is made up.
hold up, bro.
Lucky, do you
Hold
not
up, bro.
understand
Hold
that?
up, nigga.
You can make up a name
So
right now
all I'm
for
saying is
any living
I
organism
asked you the
and
question and you
okay, go ahead.
said no. Listen to what I'm
What?
saying.
No, I didn't say
I
no.
asked you yes, bro. I
I
literally
said
just asked you.
relate,
You said
relate,
if you send the
relate.
cat DNA in, they don't have other cats DNA in the thing they testing you against humans, so they
Okay,
not
because
gonna.
they
That's what you just
doing that
said,
on
right?
purpose. They
Yeah, but
doing
they
it on
still gonna
purpose.
say you from Africa. They gonna say that dog from Africa,
No,
from
it's
Negro
not.
Listen,
No,
land.
it is
hey,
not. They
look,
gonna
look,
say
look.
that. They
Yeah,
gonna
it
Hey,
is.
look,
hold
look,
up.
look,
Wait,
no,
wait,
no,
wait,
no,
wait,
no, no,
wait.
no, no,
Hold
Watch
no,
up.
no,
this.
no.
Hold up.
Lucky,
Hold
lucky,
up.
lucky,
Hold
lucky,
up,
lucky.
bro. Hold up. Hold
98%,
up.
nigga. You shared
You don't.
DNA with a pig. 98%. They
You
could have
don't.
tested Lucia
Bro, you
bone
don't
to
want
a
me to finish
pig.
and get what I'm off. So
They could have
listen.
tested Lucia
You
bone to
saying,
a
hold
pig,
up, don't do
nigga.
this, A1, don't do
They
this, don't
listen.
save him.
They're
You
pinpointing.
saying
They're
that if you
using
send the cat
specific. Hold
DNA
up,
in, it's gonna come back African, right? This is
my
what you saying.
nigga. All of that is made up,
Hold
nigga.
up. So listen, let me follow you, right? So if you
All
send the
that's
cat
made up by
DNA in,
eugenics.
if you send the cat DNA in, they're
All
gonna tell
that's
you
made up by
that is.
eugenics, my
Listen,
nigga.
if
All
you
that's
send cat
eugenics.
DNA to I
My
advise
nigga,
everybody to
that's
do
the
it.
Human
Get
Genome
you a
Project, my
DNA
nigga.
kit and test your dog and
My
send it in.
nigga, I'm gonna tell you
And watch
again. I'm gonna tell you,
Ancestry.com
my
tell you
nigga,
that is not
because
a
they
human
not
sample.
because you know what?
Hold up.
Because they that go to show that but if Ancestry.com doesn't dictate, I mean doesn't be able to show you the compatible DNA that you share, that means that Ancestry.com is pseudo.
No, Ancestry.com has pet DNA.
My
They can
God. My
you
God.
can send your dog's DNA to
Okay,
Ancestry Pet
so
DNA and you
explain
can
this.
find the pedigree of your pet,
Nigga,
but you
you
cannot send your dog's
85%
DNA and it come back as West African and
because all of that's
Asiatic.
made up.
It's not gonna happen,
See,
bro.
all you doing is
So
regurgitating what the eugenics
Godfather,
is
I caught
telling
you
you,
sounding
and then
dumb.
you use it.
That's
You
checkmate.
standing on science. Look,
Hold up, that's checkmate.
he's
That's checkmate.
standing on science because science is
Can you agree that that's
biased.
checkmate? Can you agree
Nigga,
that's checkmate?
listen. Can everybody agree what the guard just
All
said, nigga?
eugenics. All eugenics.
All eugenics, my
Bro,
nigga.
Big
you the
fat
one who
Yeah.
brought up you the one who
dumb
brought up
shit.
craniometrics, bro, and said it
All
was
of the
very
people who
you the one who said it
everybody
was
who
very
ain't
trusted,
no
bro.
black people study besides what's the idiot
What's
name that got
craniometrics
Afro?
then?
Wait.
You talking
Besides,
about Kittles?
hold
You talking
on,
about Rick
Rick.
Kittles?
All
A
right.
one.
Besides Rick Kittles,
Yeah,
what
that kid
other
was
black person is studying DNA, nigga? It's all coming from Jews and Germans, nigga. You don't even know that.
Bro,
But he
what's
even
your
said it's
cranial
made up.
measurements is all coming from Jews and Germans. What are you talking about?
It's
yeah,
listen.
Kettles
The
did
man
say
who
it was made up.
created the DNA test is a Jew, my nigga.
You
Do you
just
Big
not
you
know
fact.
that?
hey
Big
bro,
fact.
I
Do you
asked
not
you,
know that?
and this is why it was funny, bro. I asked
Do
you a
you
simple
not know
question,
that? So
and
you
you've
think
been
that these people?
disingenuous
Do you
because you don't
think
want
that
the
these
people to
people
understand
got
your
your
logic
best
has
interests at
no
hand?
logic.
Do you
I
think
asked
these
you
people got your
if you
best
send the
interests?
cat's DNA and
Do
will it be
these
related to you?
that yes, if
And
they
you
got cat
agreed it
samples?
would not, bro. So
No.
then
I
if
did
they
not
bro,
agree.
that's
I
what
did not
no,
agree.
hold up,
I'm
yes you
telling
did,
you
bro.
emphatically, I did not
If
agree because I just read it. No. A
you and a
dog share
cat are not related,
84%. Hey, listen, we are related because we share DNA.
bro, if you send a DNA of a cat
Relate.
in,
Relate.
it's
So that
going to
means so
tell you
my
that is a
DNA,
cat.
listen, my DNA that makes my physical
Come on, bro.
composition can relate
This ain't even
is
hard to
related
understand,
to a
bro.
goddamn cat, nigga.
Your DNA is
A
not gonna say
dog,
it's
80.
not,
But
bro.
do you
It's
know?
not.
But hold up. Do you know why it's like that? Why it's like that? Because earth, fire, water, and air.
It's like
Okay,
that because that's a cat,
the
and you're
elements.
not a
Listen,
cat.
and see what you don't understand is when they talk about
This shit is so simple.
when they talk about AZGT, that's only Earth, fire, water, and air, nigga. That's the elements that makes all of us, my nigga. You need carbon is the earth. When the water hits the earth, it causes the plant to grow. You eat the fucking plant, but also there's oxygen in there, and then also the sun. The sun is nitrogen. So you don't understand that.
Man, listen, bro.
Okay, so what I'm saying is, listen, is what so what I'm saying is, what I'm saying. See, you don't understand science. You just reading the article. You're just reading the article.
Because we was actually.
I'm not moving the goalpost. We actually having a great conversation.
Abstract nonsense.
No, it's not abstract nonsense, nigga. Because you don't know what makes the DNA.
Hey, to prove what A1 is saying, man, I got a source in the back, man. You related to it because the genetics and the chemical basis of the planet is generally the same. Right?
And what makes it
prove that? And to prove that, they sent a share the screen in the back for me, pal.
I can't even share. Okay, AP got to share. Smoke. If you still on, share it.
Smokey Dokey, share that in the back for me. Because when you send in animals' DNA to the DNA test, they still gonna come back with you from Africa.
No, they're not. No, they're not.
Watch this. Share the screen for me.
AP, share the screen or smoke signal. Share the screen. I can't share it.
Hey, Lucky, can you just spit in the tube and send it in without no name and they can tell you who you is?
If I spit in the tube, yes, bro, exactly.
Now remember,
nah. You gotta put down your ethnicity and race.
No, you
You do gotta put down your information. Yeah, you do. Because somebody already tried that. They put somebody else's name and sent their DNA and sent them the whole wrong shit.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. He don't understand. He just regurgitating.
I'm not reading. I'm the nigga.
You regurgitating it. Human genome project
with a pseudonym, bro.
You regurgitating some Jews.
Let me debunk him real quick.
Go ahead.
Hey, y'all know they got soul.
Let's debunk him real quick. We ain't got to do nothing extra. He said when you send in animal DNA to a DNA testing company, it won't come back and tell you African. Let's watch.
Wanted to see what would happen if I sent my pet lizard DNA into 23andMe. So with the help of my wife, we extracted enough saliva to send off in the mail. We were so excited to see the results. After about 3 months, we were shocked. My lizard.
Where are you from?
You playing this satire video? Did you know this is a satire channel, right? This is a joke channel.
It's not.
Yes, you do. I'm finna show you right after you're done. You do.
All right, just show me.
Hey,
listen, I don't care what channel it's on. Show that the information is.
Hey, Lucky. Hey, Lucky, is a lizard a reptile or a mammal?
It's an Asian. It's an Asian.
Yo, hey, Lucky, man, you gotta gracefully bow out, nigga.
And nonetheless, that's a good question.
Yeah, bro. I want to know if you know. At least y'all try to give you one good answer on the test, bro.
You ain't got beat up in every you done got beat up from every angle today, nigga, with this DNA shit, nigga. Every angle.
Genetics right here. 48.1% Western North.
Bro.
43% West Asian.
These niggas just regurgitate eugenics talking.
Iranian, Caucasian, and Mesopotamian.
That almost sound like the out of Africa theory too.
Bro, this is Darwinism, my nigga.
Eugenics.
Yeah, eugenics.
Even the animals under eugenics.
Bro, listen. It was also 48.
And that lizard can't even be found in none of them areas.
This was really interesting. They also gave us a little bit of his background and his history. What he liked to do, etc.
Jewish.
Let us know which animal DNA.
No, that's a Hebrew lizard.
That's a Hebrew lizard. That nigga from West Africa, nigga.
Hey,
this your cousin.
Not the Israelites.
Hey,
look, the Israelites is crazy.
Hey, fellas,
look,
real quick. Hey, fellas, look, real quick. Hey, y'all, real quick. I asked Lucky to show me the percentage of the DNA test that they tested with all the ancient structures, right? With all the ancient human remains, right? He couldn't even give me because, like I just told you, all humans are 99.9% compatible. It's the 1/10. It's the 1/10 of a percent. So break that 1/10 of a percent down to how compatible it was to these ancient these ancient remains. It's all pseudo shit, nigga. All the DNA. Go ahead.
Let me kill it. Let me kill it a little more. Let me stab it too. A1. Not only is they 99% genetically the same, but there are more genetic differences in a single population, right? Than between the whole. For instance, there is more genetic differences between French, German, English, and Russians, right? Than it is between niggas of America and Europeans, period.
Hey, bro, that's a satire TikTok
That's
channel.
crazy.
Hey, I'm about to put it in the back chat. That's a satire TikTok channel. They
What was it?
Hey, Lucky. Lucky.
They advertise
You.
themselves. Bro, let me
Lucky,
finish what
you
I'm
are
saying.
satire,
Y'all got a
bro.
million things to say, but y'all don't have
Lucky, you are satire, bro. You are
This is a
yo.
satirical video.
Bro, we
Literally,
laugh at you. You're satire, bro.
The original video, what you're showing is a YouTube video of a TikTok video.
Lucky,
The
you are
TikTok
satire to
video-
us, though, bro. So it's good.
video
Bro,
from
this
a
is good
channel-
money.
It's from a channel
Bro.
that is literally called a
Lucky.
satire channel.
This is
They
good
create
money.
content-
You are satire to
they
us.
create
You are
content
satire
making
to us,
fun.
though. Nigga.
They create content making fun of conspiracy
Why
theories.
does see
Bro, what you
happened
think
if
we
I sent
doing to
my
you?
pet lizard
What you think
DNA
we doing to
23
you?
and me?
You're
So with the
satire,
help
nigga.
of my
This
wife,
nigga Cosmon
we
thinks this is
extracted
a
enough
real video.
saliva to send off in the
body
mail.
bag.
You saying they banned
So
sending the
excited to
DNA?
see the results.
Look at the chat.
Dumbass nigga.
After
Look
about
at the
3
chat.
Prove it's
months,
untrue, nigga.
we
Look
were
at the chat.
shocked. My lizard was
Hardline already know
51%
this shit, bro.
Ashkenazi
Look at the
Jewish.
chat.
He was also 48% West Asian.
Sorry, bro.
This was really
Prove the
interesting. They
information
also
is
gave us a little bit of his background and his history, what he liked to eat, etc.
You think this person is the
Let
first
us know
person
which
to
animals
share this? Clumsy Lose didn't make this video. Clumsy
It's a
Lose didn't
TikTok.
make this video, stupid.
It's a TikTok, dude.
They reshared a video.
It's a TikTok. Do you know
Right.
what the name of the
They,
TikTok
guess
channel?
what? Clumsy Lose didn't make it. Clumsy Lose didn't make this. They're just resharing a video. Prove that the information is false or you fake.
For the TikTok channel?
Go ahead. Prove.
Do you know the name of the TikTok channel?
Go ahead.
Official Science Satire. That's the name of the TikTok channel.
Go ahead.
That's the name of the TikTok channel.
Go ahead. Prove it.
Hold
Prove it that they made the video first.
I'm almost done. Every single video of somebody who says that they found they did a DNA test and their animal came back something, it all has the same voice, the same music in the background, and it comes from the same TikTok channel. You sound so silly. People in the chat already seen this already. They already know it. That's why they don't use it.
That's the music we need for you.
Don't know nothing. I don't listen to you.
Hey, look, that's the music.
Why would I listen to a nigga who know less than you?
So look, so check it out, right? So once again, right? So this is the Human Genome website,
he can't
right?
debunk nothing I said.
But check it out, hold on, real quick, right? So this is the Human Genome website, right? So it say, do you know that the base level of your genome is 99.9%, right? The same of all humans. Now it says, but in that the 0.1% difference are many of the things that make you unique, right? So out of the 0. or the 0.1%, tell me what percentage did they test and find out that them so-called skeletons was an identical match with the people you say? You can't tell us that. They can't even tell you that. They just telling you, oh yeah, it's a match. But they're not even telling you what is the genetic similarities in that one. So now that 0.1% will break down to a 1/10 of 0.1%. You understand what I'm saying?
A1, they can get DNA from out of bones, A1.
I mean the what's the name? The bone marrow. That's what they be. That's what they
On the bone
the
marrow. Okay.
bone marrow, right? So look, but like I just told you, nigga, listen. What makes your DNA is the macronutrients that you eat, my nigga.
Right.
That's what make your DNA because, like I just told you, two of the heliocortex or the helio whatever it is, right? It comes from carbohydrates and proteins, nigga. Now, if the
So therefore,
proteins, go ahead.
okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. My
If
bad.
the pro now think of it like we've been out of Africa for 400 years, and then also understand this, right? The so-called plants that's in Africa, 600 of them come from America.
Correct.
So they eating the same thing but the only thing that's different is this: when they test the earth, test the minerals in the earth, right? They test for your trace minerals, right? When they test for your trace minerals, they want to see what percentage or what is the selenium level, what is the manganese level, what is you know what I'm saying? What are the levels of these so-called minerals that's in the earth? That you eating because every plant they could test a plant they could test a sweet potato from America, right? And see what is the nutrients compared to the nutrients that's in Africa. You see what I'm saying? Because the earth has different mineral levels. So now, and then also the content, the quality of the air, the quality of the water, your UVA, UVB, UVC rays.
Right. Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
all of that makes up when scientists comes up with this DNA shit, my nigga. You
Right.
understand what I'm saying? And he don't
So in other
understand
words, you
that.
saying that DNA can change.
Of course it can. He just said it can change.
Oh Lord.
He agreed with it
You,
100%, but he want to
you
say that,
got a
oh,
problem with
400 years, 400
right.
years is not a long enough time.
Well, how long is a long enough time for your
He don't
DNA to
know. He don't
if
know,
you
and they
just
don't.
told me that what you eat, where you at, your environment, your culture living, the way you survive, the way you at and all of that dictates your DNA.
That's right. Yeah,
400
DNA
years is not
DNA could
enough.
change today, but look, DNA could change today, right? Because
Right.
listen, you can go from let's say your genetic composition, you 6'2" and you weigh 170, right?
Uh-huh.
Now when you a bodybuilder, what do you take? You take your BCAs, your branched chain amino acids, right?
Yeah,
To help you
supplements and all
grow muscles, right? So them are
that. Right.
proteins. Them are
Right.
proteins. Them are
Exactly.
proteins. So
Yep.
if you could take in them proteins and your nutrients, what can change your physical composition of your body, right? Today, you can do that in 6 months, nigga.
Right.
I just changed my DNA. Look. I stopped consuming all sugar for 38, nigga, and I'm on my 32nd day, right? I haven't eaten no sugar, nigga, no sugar, no pasta, no rice, no bread, no sodas, no juices, nothing. All I've been eating is plants, my nigga. For 30 fucking days, nigga. Do you know how like prior to me doing I was sluggish, I
That
had
boy,
morning
Yeah.
fog. Listen, now
that
I don't
boy
even I get
great.
look, I get up in the morning time, my brain be sharp, I don't be tired. I got plenty of energy. Listen, so I just changed my DNA. You
That's
see what
what's
I'm
up,
saying?
bro.
So a
Damn.
lot, so a lot of, so he don't.
That's
Mic
why we
check, mic
push that.
check. Can you hear
That's
me?
why we push that vegetarian diet over here.
Yeah,
I
bro.
got
That,
it.
that's good.
A1,
That's
can you
good
hear
shit,
me?
yo.
That's
Yeah,
good
yeah. Go
shit.
ahead,
That's
Ali. I
real
can
good
hear you.
shit
Go ahead.
right there.
Okay, so along the lines of what you just said, Moderna, which has been evolved from mRNA. All you did was add ODE. The company's name is Moderna. What
Yeah.
has that genetic altering RNA vaccine done to how many
Oh,
worldwide? That's for
not
you,
long.
Hey,
A1. Anyone else want to chime in?
let
But
me
tell
let
me,
me
is that DNA genetically altered?
hold on. Let
Yes,
me
it
jump
is.
in right real quick. Just give you what I think it is. The M is for the messenger because each or your body has an immune system. So when you get a cut or you get sick, it sends signals and messages to your body to repair
For
whatever
blood
damage is
clot, for
done.
blood clot, it says a
Yeah,
clotting, the clotting. Okay, but go ahead.
right. But when they give you the vaccine, when they give you these, I don't know, I don't want to say it too much, but this is what it is. When they give you
Bad.
this medicine, right? What they're doing is they're replacing your immune system signals with artificial signals. So now you become dependent on man-made drugs in order to repair your body functionality. So if you get a flu, you get sick, you can't. Your body now is gonna be like, well, shit, what the fuck we supposed to do? They done altered our messenger mRNA, and now we gotta wait to get new signals from man or this medicine in order to repair itself.
The fucking nanobites.
Exactly.
Nanobites.
Right. So what they do is they make you
Nonetheless, I
dependent.
get you 100%. Simple question I'm asking for any and everybody on there. Is the DNA been genetically altered? And do we even have an answer to that? Because we're listening to who? We're listening to who?
Yes, it has. It has been genetically altered. And the first time I seen it, not to be on some sci-fi shit, but was G.I. Joe with Cobra. He was putting shit in there to alter their genetics.
Right.
And that the nanobites, they mentioned it in that. When I found out that during that time that shit happened in 2019, 2020, when that shit was going on, when I found out that that thing had nanobites in it, I was like, well, damn. So y'all got to keep going back and getting shots and shit in order to keep reprogramming these shit in order for it to keep reprogramming and altering your fucking DNA.
Right.
Damn. Damn. That's serious.
And how it does it is
And hold on. One last thing, dude. Y'all can jump on this one. Have the people who have taken, whether it's Pfizer or Moderna, not Johnson & Johnson. Johnson & Johnson may be the last traditional vaccine the way that it was created. But are they patenting the patient? Have they patented the human being?
That's what their goal is to
cook on that.
Patent it. Yeah, you're right.
It's not a
human
being at that point anymore.
Yeah, because now what they're trying to do is they're trying to patent the fact that you need their altercations in order to survive, which makes you not a living being, which makes you dependent on their foreign substances. So sort of like you
a control bot.
Yeah, because you need their patented medicine in order to survive now. So you know
so
you
if
belong
you
to
don't
them.
get that, that's when you jump off a bridge in the middle of a fucking highway, moving cars and all kind of crazy shit, and you start seeing
stores, blasting
nonetheless.
Yeah.
You mean an 18-year-old collapsing in the middle of a basketball game or running up and down a football field?
Correct.
That's not normal. That's not normal, bro.
That's not normal. It's not fucking normal, dog.
Yup. What Nun said was right. The mRNA or the messenger RNA, it makes your body trigger an immune response, right? By introducing that synthetic messenger RNA into your body, right? And it encodes a special viral protein that's produced by a thing called a ribosome, right? These ribosomes are the things that read the DNA. The messenger is what the ribosome prints out. So you printing whole new types of DNA. Well, then hell yeah, it's been altered. Right? Because they can make up some synthesized shit that your body don't produce, and hence now you got kids who took the jizzle passing out on 18, 16, 15 years old, passing out from heart attacks, from blood clots, right? Because your body then, see, the thing is, sometimes the RNA produces too much.
Facts.
Right.
Or it produces a byproduct, right? And your body still attacks that, creating plaque, trying to stick it to the wall so the blood can still keep flowing through. Right? So plaque will be created. You'll have these little pustules and little like fat in your veins, right? And that stuff will block different arteries and stuff and cause heart attacks, aneurysms. Also, what's that thing? What do you call that when your face start drooping on one side?
Well, that's from a stroke. as far as
Yeah,
the
that's
What
musculature.
I'm saying
You know,
is,
the
it's
musculature
also,
doesn't hold
it's,
up as it used to. So
I'm
it
saying
becomes a more elastic. That's what the stretching is coming in.
what I'm telling you is that's done by a lack of oxygen to the face and brain.
What do you call it? Droop is
It's like a shock, and then that part becomes numb. It's called
No,
Bell's
he's
palsy.
just describing why a stroke causes what he just described. You're correct.
Yeah,
No.
why
A stroke in and of itself is oxygen deprived brain cells. But here's, let me throw this last lug on for y'all to chop on before I get another hunky hole. If we keep discussing DNA, suggesting it is the way the system is telling you, is your mind state making you susceptible for genetic alterations? And I yield.
Just simple, yes.
Yeah. We all guilty of that because, I mean, when we was in our strongest, we was making our own food from the earth and not going to stores with processed foods and, you know what I mean, and synthetic and chemicals. All that stuff makes a difference, bro. And your
See,
DNA
I remember one
composition.
time you could only get like watermelon during a certain time of the year or certain fruits in the store. Yeah, now you can get fruit year round now.
Yeah, the pesticides.
These
Yeah,
niggas smoke
pesticides.
cigarettes, dip snuff. You did what I'm talking about. They dip snuff and smoke cigarettes, and none of them niggas had cancer.
Right.
Dap, you still with us? A1's in the back. Can anyone bring A1 back up on the panel?
AP had walked off for a second, man. Damn, let me see.
Matter of fact, we was through our system because that's where you got waste because our bodies is taking the good nutrients and separating it from the waste. You see what I'm saying? So with the tobacco, is actually good nutrients in tobacco. Actually, you can actually use that.
Hey, let me ask y'all this real quick. Out of those who got affected the most during this time when we was talking about the Moderna and all that, I'm watching these doctors that got shunned and got silenced during this time and got threatened their practice will get shut down. I'm watching them testify in front of Congress right now. And they say that the woman who was pregnant was affected the most. They say damn near like a 90% mortality rate between the woman or either the kids. Y'all hear that?
Yep. The crazy part is a lot of these people lost their jobs coming forward with this. Now they already, the crazy part is what y'all don't understand is why y'all haven't been hearing that these doctors have won these cases. Many times got their practices back with bonuses and all that stuff. You dig what I'm talking about? Or damages. Is because before they even made it up, they already had a buyout. For anything that could have came in there. You dig what I'm talking about? Any type of suits that would have come, it was already this is where you get those class action suits and where they already got the money set aside for you. This when you see 2 o'clock in the morning, you laying down, do you have mesothelioma?
Yeah. What do you call that? Quality control, cuz.
Yeah. They already knew something was gonna happen.
They already knew something was going on.
So they put the money to the side and they shut that shit up. You did what I'm talking about?
RFK Jr. in front of Congress said that black people have superior immune systems than other people, than white people, right?
He said that.
Huh? You heard him say that, right?
He did say
so
he did
so
say
how that. Right. So how in the world are we being injected with the same medicine, bro, when our immune system can take care of that? Anything we don't need it.
Hey, None, do you remember the first shit popped off? They was pointing at us specifically. The black people need to get y'all not good people if you don't, herd immunity and you black people. And remember all that?
Right. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that shit.
Because they was trying to turn you into a goddamn caveman.
Right.
That shit was crazy.
Look at how many people, look how many people died in 2023, 2024, 2025.
Man, listen,
Right.
people I know that have been straight
And
healthy.
remember, we were told not a
bro.
single flu death during
Nowhere.
2020. How is that possible? How is it possible when, on average, between 50 to 75,000 flu deaths occur each year? How did it miraculously not happen in the middle of a pandemic? Come on, man. You know, use your
That's
brain.
crazy.
You know.
That's crazy.
Now, did you see the title of that video in the back there, OTK?
The one you
And
sent
know
to
how
me, when I go live. I'm going live a little
Yeah,
later.
you notice what the thumbnail says about black genes are unique, right?
Yes.
And
Well, we
particularly
know
the
that.
American known as the Negro.
Know that from Albert Perry. We can go with Albert Perry, or we can go with the famous woman who shit just was so immaculate. What her name is? Henrietta Lacks? Something like that. What's her name?
Henrietta Lacks' cell line has been growing since 1951, and her body passed on. Explain that, brother. Explain that.
Using her shit.
As a matter of fact, the polio vaccine was based on it up until the mRNA that we've been discussing have all been using her cell line. And do you know every genetic testing worldwide and all university structures have access to her? Can we talk about some shit that makes sense, please? Yes, my good brothers. Can we talk about some that makes sense?
Yes, sir. Hey, that's crazy. But you know, they just throw that off by the wayside of Alabama.
But you gotta remember, we special. There are no more niggas in the world, only in North America, y'all. Y'all
the last of the Mohicans
to the islands. Y'all may go to other countries and all that. Y'all go other places. That's the only reason anybody like you is there, right? Because we go there. Other than that, we have a specific genetic, a specific skin, a specific culture, ethnicity, heritage that comes from nowhere else but North America. Right? And then, whether you believe it or not, the creator said, I made y'all this way. Ain't no more y'all. Right? This is where it stops. Right? This is where all the happenings is going to happen, right here in North America. Right? Genetic changes, thought changes, the governmental changes, everything come up out of here. Right? We special, y'all. We I'm not gonna say we better. I'm just saying we special.
We different.
We different.
We fucking different. Point blank. And because of what goes on in North America, people in America, North America, are able to go other places and they get respected because of what has gone on here. They know we different.
Right. You know what, Bedbug? I see you, Bedbug. I don't play into the race shit. You did what I'm talking about. Race is a social construct. So I don't even buy into it because guess what? 99.9% of all people are genetically exactly the same.
Right. But I understand where they're coming from, though. Like, we different.
I mean, you know,
we a different type of race. I think they're saying that
we're a different family line.
We a different family line, totally separate than all other.
Like we all dogs, right? We all dogs, but we ain't all pit bulls.
Correct.
You see what I'm saying?
Correct.
Yeah, we ain't. They ain't pit bulls. Pit bulls only come from for real. That's why they call it
in the back and Hiker want the link. They want in the back and Hiker want the link.
Yeah. And plus, you know, shit like DNA, it can't prove your race. DNA can't prove your nationality. DNA can't prove your heritage.
You can't test ethnicity.
You can't test ethnicity, bro.
You can't do that.
So it'd be funny when I hear all these Pamboos say that they prove by DNA that they come from Africa or somewhere. Mind you that they're testing you against live living people. Never mind that dumbass shit. But the connections, you dig what I'm talking about? Primarily, especially for niggas in America, is in America.
Big fact.
You don't have no genealogical cousin that they're tying you to genetically in Africa. But I bet you do in America. I bet you maybe got some in Europe. Or maybe you bet you got some in Melanesia. Right? You ain't gonna see it. You ain't gonna see no Africa.
Hey, you know what's also crazy though, Cos? Stupid people like this dude, Baby Ghost. This old mutt in the chat. 60% African, 40% European. So we not American at all, bro. We ain't American at all. Ain't no black people ever was in America or dark-skinned people ever was in America, y'all. Straight up. This is
I want Baby Ghost to explain how does an Asian become
going on with you, boy?
Hey, big brother. Look, how y'all doing, man? What's good? I like y'all energy. I like the way y'all building. I've been listening to y'all for I took a little quick nap.
Peace out to the wall.
But I woke back up and I check it out. Everything y'all saying is right on point. But this what they don't, what people not understanding. 23andMe, Bill Gates. I was doing a study. They trying to bring charges to him, him and Obama with this nonsense because they just approved. I mean, they just found out that Osama bin Laden was found not guilty of the crimes he was supposed to be committed. Then they turn around. I found another study that says that Bill Gates is making wearables. It's a skin implant. It's called a microneedle patch. It's a microneedle patches, and this here can deliver it right on quantum. They call a quantum dot of verification of status. You know what I'm saying? To know for sure where you're gonna be at all times. It's like that's why they're going after the kids' cell phones through the schools now. They're making them think the schools are distracting the kids, and then you're gonna go to the parents, and the parent will be like, "Well, just put the phones away." Next thing you know, the parents gonna be censored through the internet, meaning they got this what's this guy name? Running YouTube. Hold on, give me one thing. The quantum dot implant. This guy that's over YouTube, he's watching all of you, all of us. Really, they already shut my account down. They told me why they shut it down because of the vulgar language and all this other shit. They say they're trying to make pre-charges towards all of the information that we are sharing amongst them up on this platform, YouTube, Facebook, but they can't get Twitter. They just want YouTube because they, Elon Musk got that the X shit. You heard me? But the let me see. I forgot this name, but I'm trying to give it while I'm talking to you brothers. But like I say, they say everything that you all are saying is too true, and people they can't make money off of the nonsense. So, like I told you,
if you have not seen Ice Cube's latest rendition of War of the Worlds, y'all better go check that out before they strike that shit because they purposely. They purposely giving out bad reviews on that. Are y'all hip to that one?
Yeah, I seen it. I seen that joint. Yeah.
Well, he trying, man. Like I said, he trying. He trying to send us, a little, a little sideless shows. But I still state that, what I'm saying. The reason why eggs, like I tell everybody, not to change our energy. The reason why they farms are burning the eggs down because I've done the study that cholesterol under 300 is a bad thing. It causes strokes and all these other things. And the reason why they're giving you these vaccines and they're taking away the eggs because eggs together with your brain, your brain and eggs collide to not calcify your pineal gland and will protect your brain. The eggs bring it there. A broiled egg, like 3 broiled eggs or 1 broiled egg, 2. You know how they do it. Mostly see the old men used to like to eat the broiled eggs. And the egg prices have skyrocketed because these eggs can protect the bone and also help you from not getting sick with these poisons that they're administering to the bodies. Like I say, I'm moving a little fast. I'm talking a little fast, but apricot seeds, the apricot kernel seeds. You know what I'm saying? They have sense of them. You know what I'm saying? So now, like I tell everybody, you go through the apricot, you can look at that, and also the thing that Trump said when he first came out about the shots they was offering. You see what I'm saying? He said that what that is, hypermectamine, some shit he was saying. I forgot the name of that, bro. But like I said, bro, y'all keep on building. I'm gonna try and find this information while y'all still on here, and I'm gonna bring it to y'all so y'all can hear it clear. Then me just throwing it around, information back to back, jumping spot to spot. You heard me?
Hey, real quick, fellas. Hey, so can we officially say, because we see Lucky got up out of here, so we don't want that ass beating to go in vain. 'Cause next time he gonna try to pull up on somebody else's channel with that DNA bullshit or whatever, and somebody else say they ain't gonna be able to really refute or debunk that bullshit. So Lucky slid up out of here because he knew he ain't had no win with us. So definitely shout out to everybody that just went into, you know, smashing Lucky whole point of view. You know what I'm saying? And you see how, think of it like this, right? You see how we can have a conversation amongst each other without having these other idiots up here that want to debunk everything because they don't believe shit. Everything we just said, if one of these Pan-Africans is up here, they would have been disagreeing and we would have just been butting heads instead of having a conversation that flows to where people can get some substance from it. That's what this shit is all about, substance. These niggas take away from us being able to build among other people. You know what I'm saying? They come up here with all these distractions and show a source and all this, and then when you show a source, then they still want to double down. Now Lucky clearly gets said. You see how first he was saying everything that he said got smashed, right? But then I told him, I said, plants got the same DNA as human. Oh man, you making that up. Oh, that's some pseudoscience. It's other scientists, the ones that saying it. I ain't making this shit up. I'm reading from scientists. And I'm not just reading from them, taking everything they saying face value. I got 5-6 sources up here that basically back each other up. So, you know, when it comes to these dudes and showing these articles, they don't even be reading these articles. And they think that because they reading the source, it's going to go over our head and we don't have material to challenge it.
But you know what, A1?
Yeah.
Even if it didn't make sense, actually the logic should. All plant and animal life should be connected, shouldn't it?
It's exactly. And he said
and we already know oxygen and carbon dioxide proves the circle of life.
That's right. So
what is the science supposedly doing? Because again, the objectivity of science is observing natural phenomena. But we letting these motherfuckers talk to us about unnatural shit. What the fuck?
Pop Red, we explained to you how a plant and humans can have similar DNA, my nigga, because they all are carbon-based substance, carbon-based organisms, my man. If you don't understand, animals eat plants. We eat the plants. So if we eat the goddamn plants and take on the nutrients from the plant, you don't think that our DNA is merging with the plants?
And
it's
plants
common sense.
And plants are alive. They are
the
alive.
Fuck, man. It's common sense because these, like I said, people can read all the articles they want. But if you don't understand where the science is where they getting the science from, see, they're not going to tell you where they getting the science from. All these niggas can just do is regurgitate what they hear other people saying, but they don't even understand where they coming up with these claims from. You see what I'm saying? They don't even understand where they coming up with the claims from. They just reading an article and think because, oh yeah, it's a science. Nigga, we know that all modern day science is connected to motherfucking eugenics. All modern day science. Every goddamn thing that you learn in any biology class or science class, even the pseudo shit of them telling you about other planets and wormholes and all this shit. How the fuck they know? How the fuck can they I don't care.
Yeah, how can they know when they're the youngest species on the planet? And what did Margaret Sanger said the eugenics goal was? To solve the Negro problem?
That's right.
Keep cooking, A1. Keep cooking these fools.
And that's what I'm saying. They come up with all this pseudo shit. They could tell you, oh, a wormhole that's damn near 1,000 million miles away from you. They can tell you exactly what it is. How? You ain't been out the planet to even, you can't take no samples of this. Only thing you doing is observing something that your mind or you can't even really understand emphatically. But they could come up with explanations and claims, and then people would think, oh, that's an educated answer. So therefore people gravitate and they regurgitate this shit. But if you understand the science, then you ain't gonna fall victim to it. Just like even we just talking about the jabs. These niggas don't even know what graphenite is, the microorganisms that they was putting inside the jab. That's the metallic substance that's inside the jab that was giving people blood clots because it forms like a razor blade and it moves up and down your blood vessels and it cuts into your blood vessels.
And some of it is already laced with VAIDS. Like put the V in front of AIDS is VAIDS. That's why they lose weight so fast.
Also, they got luciferase built right into the mRNA.
That's
right.
Why would you take luciferase from a fish?
My nigga, you ever see what's inside a flu shot, my nigga? It's spider embryo.
Man.
It's other plant. It's other animal embryo. It's I think it's chimpanzee, has something to do with chimpanzee DNA. So they got all this shit that they put in it. What does anything that's inside of that so-called jab really does to heal a human body? Nothing. The flu don't come from, you can't catch the flu from nobody. The flu is when your body reaches its threshold of toxicity. Not toxicity, but toxicity, which become poison. And your body read it as poison, and therefore your body tries to eliminate it. And that goes from years and years and years of not eating a proper diet, not fasting, right? Your skin is your biggest organ on your body, right? The lymphatic system, right?
That's what
so
they'll say.
You don't clean your blood out. You don't push the toxins through your sweat pores, right? That's why I always tell you exercise is very crucial. Why? Because you heat the body up and your body sweats out the toxins.
Talk that shit. Yeah. Talk that shit.
Yeah,
you understand what I'm saying?
Talk that shit.
It's like, see, these niggas think I'm just some nigga who just come up here and talk. I'm a fucking dietitian, nigga, and I got 2 holistic.
Man, they know, man. They know this already. A1, come on.
But they don't. But my brother.
And the crazy part is, both of y'all brothers is on point, man. Y'all crazy on point. Do y'all remember? Now, remember they was trying to lock us up during this shit. You dig what I'm talking about? But do you remember when they was trying to force the jabby jab on people if you had SNAP or WIC or food stamps?
They still doing it now. If you got Medicaid or Medicare, they doing it now. They offering it, and then they put a black person face on it, right? Oh, we're giving the COVID vaccinations and the flu vaccinations, right? And then they advertise it like that, and then they have these other politicians that's coming out that's basically, you know what I'm saying, telling you what you should be doing, and then everybody just gravitates towards that, my nigga.
And so they take themselves away.
And they take themselves out of all 3 in 1 now, ain't it? You can get the flu jab, the other jab, and another jab all in one now, ain't it?
Nigga, you put all that shit in your body, my nigga. You don't know none of these niggas, and that's the thing, my nigga. These niggas is like sheep to the slaughter, man. Because ain't nobody asking no questions, right? I remember this commercial, right? It was a commercial with some sheeps in it, right? So they was herding the sheep to the slaughter, right? So one of the sheep just ran away and shit, right? Nigga ran the opposite direction, right? So the nigga was in the woods with a deer, and he was like, run! He was telling the other sheep to run and shit, right? You know what I'm saying? That's how they doing us, my nigga. They get one person to basically influence you to do something, and you don't know why you're doing it. Only because you're what how do we want to say that? Your character worshiping, right?
Well, they call that herd mentality, A1.
Yeah.
So remember, just simple fact, all pharmaceuticals are based on plant life. And then how do they turn it synthetic?
Through oil. Oil. Through big pharma.
Hey,
which is the petrochemical industry.
Right. I want to ask y'all a question. You ever heard of Planetor?
Biggest drug dealers on the earth.
You ever heard of If any one of y'all ever heard of Planetor? PALANTIR.
Elaborate on it.
You talking about Palantir? That's Peter Thiel, 1/4 of the PayPal mafia. Cook on it, Hiker.
Well, what they doing is they the ones listening to everything we saying through this YouTube, and they have put out to make it a pre-crime like it's like a predictive policing algorithm, just just a search for pre-crimes, and they going up under some George Darwin 1984 situation where they say like they rather have authoritarian police states with ID power drones, digital ID, social credit scores, central bank and digital currency. It just total control. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be a company like Planetaire, or however they pronounce that. That's the one that's over
Well,
YouTube right now.
Palantir, Hiker, the interesting thing of this is these white folks mix they dope. If
Dope.
you've ever saw Lord of the Rings, that's where the name of the character, Palantir.
Right.
But everything you're describing is Enemy of the State. We all saw that. You
Right.
watch that back to back with the War of the Worlds that just was released with Ice Cube,
Right.
and that should terrify anybody on how they're surveilled. But go ahead, cook, bro.
Yeah. So they also sent me a little thing saying that you're cussing, you're too vulgar. They trying to change it if you want cussing. So that's why they trying to censor all these platforms now. They trying to come after. Yeah, that's what they're trying to come through your phone. But you thinking you got your phone in your back pocket where you go everywhere you go, they automatic are in the back of the phones right now, sorting through your pictures, sorting through everything. They know once your kid come to the school with a cell phone and they get it and place in these pouches don't want nothing but stealing information. So what you think you hiding through your kid phone can go to school and they can just get it like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's all, it's always a surveillance thing. So what I got to tell them, they turn it into the schools, into the penitentiaries, like the malls, the failing malls. They want them to be apartments or penitentiaries. And I keep trying to explain to people, they're going into, clouding, putting the seed clouds up, putting everything up to control to your phone. Long as your phone and your web browser is in next to you, these are the things that control the graphites that A1 was just pronouncing, that can go through your, y'all was pronouncing, that can stop and make, body parts, deteriorate, or either reconstruct your DNA to operate in a certain function. They can hear what you're saying. They can make you crash out. They can make you, any frequency that they want to put you into, what I'm saying, megahertz, whatever, they can put you in that there and then make it happen and make it look like that's you, that's just normally you.
This is actually part of COINTELPRO. It's called the Manchurian Project.
Okay. Facts. And it all started. This is the Patriot Act. And go ahead, Kyle. No, I'm just about to say, in the Patriot Act put all that shit in full play.
But that shit had been thought out since Rex 84. That shit was laid out step by step in a Behold the Pale Horse.
Yep. Yep.
Step by step.
But see, I done a study on the bones, and I was like, bones in the bodies. I heard like the bones of the body, it says made of iron, calcium, chromosome, iron, magnesium, manganese.
And what is all that? Where do you get all that from?
Oh, I wrote all that down from following y'all, went through y'all shit.
No. Where is all of that found? Where's all the minerals found at?
In the bone.
But where do you get it from? Where do you contract it? Where is you able to get that source from?
From the earth and from the plant lights.
Okay, then.
Nature. It's all in nature.
Okay, then. So that's what we was talking about, DNA, that Lucky didn't understand.
Right.
He didn't understand that the carbon, nigga. Why do you think they talk about the elements? Oh, your whole body is elements, my nigga. You eat the carbon. The carbon is the ground, right? It become water soluble once the hydrogen hit it, which is the water, right? Right. But then also it needs the sun rays, which is the nitrogen, right? And it also needs oxygen for it to also grow. So it need all four elements for it to grow, right?
And you need helium. You need the most, the biggest one of all of
that. But listen, all of the whole periodic chart breaks down into the four elements.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It all breaks down into the four elements. But it's all, if you put one or two element more, then it creates these other so-called things that's on the periodic table, right? So
an unstable element, right? An unstable element, correct?
Exactly. So when you think about it, right? When we just said what we said, and I was just telling Lucky don't understand what DNA. He's saying what we saying is pseudo, but you don't understand where the scientist is even getting it from. All you know that scientists is just running these studies through a PCR test machine or through a machine that basically going to tell you the genetic similarities that you have to other human beings, or what tenth. Like I said, it's 0.1%. Do you think that even with when they test their DNA, right, to these to Africans, do you think it's a whole 0.1%? No. It might be it might be 2/10 of a percent of a 2/10 of 1%. You understand what I'm saying? It ain't even a whole one. It ain't even a whole 1/10 of a percent, nigga. So like you gotta look at it from that, but understand the 1/10 of the percent is gonna come from. It's gonna come from your nutrients more, and then it's gonna come from the comparisons that we have to so-called other melanated beings. Other melanated beings got what we call non-ether hair, right? Other human beings got a certain form of melanin, which that will go into that 1/10 of a percent, right? The melanin, the fact that whatever chemical that causes our hair to coil up, right? Whatever chemical that causes your nose to be a certain width, or you know what I'm saying, or our lips to be the way it is. All of that breaks down into DNA somehow, and all of that comes from your environment.
Right.
And what A1 is explaining to y'all, that in that 1/10 of a percent difference, there are hundreds and thousands and millions and billions and trillions of variations that could happen in 1/100th of a percent.
And they don't understand that. These niggas can read all the articles they want from these scientists, but they don't understand where scientists is where they even deriving this information from. They don't even know what they deriving it from.
Right.
All they know that they believe what the scientist says. But the scientist is being biased with the populations that they testing it on. They testing on certain populations for them to get this certain result. And in some cases, the result might not even be real. They may just be saying this because we ain't actually see the test results. We ain't see them run this shit in the tube and then put it through whatever sequence that they coming up with it. We just believe in what they saying.
But A1, don't they constantly say in scientific study, skewed results? What are skewed results?
Not absolute, not factual.
And placed with a curve.
That's what I'm trying to say. None of this shit is absolute, my nigga. Because they can't absolutely, they don't know. Listen, bro, you can observe something and you could do studies on something, right? And look for similarities, right? But even within the similarities, you could test another population and they had the same fucking similarities, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? They all have, but it's the target population group that you're targeting that's giving you this ultimate conclusion, right? But then if you test it against other populations, you can get the same conclusion.
Hey, Weezy, answer this for me, man. How are these people who are quoting different scientists and all these things as definite? You dig what I'm talking about? Like they are definitive when the science itself doesn't say it's definitive.
That's what, and when you read these articles, they don't use words that absolute or words that form a 100% conclusion. It leaves room for you to oppose of it, because what you can listen to them and they telling you that this shit is not absolute, nigga. What makes you think that any of these scientific journals is 100% factual, nigga?
Right.
You
now
see
check
what I'm
it.
Go ahead. Go ahead,
A1. Not to stop your energy, but check this out. That's a beautiful thing. Now peep this out. They done told the kids, most of the kids can't write in cursive like we can. And they don't know what it means. Now that they're taking away the books and also gonna crash the phones, when they throw something anywhere in these new people, the kids' face that's coming up with that in cursive, what would you think they'll do? How would you think they'd be able to handle that? They just gonna follow because they can't be able to read it.
But Heike, that would be the same as trying to decipher hieroglyphics or pictograms.
Oh, they
What's
going
your
No,
for it.
no.
reference? What's your reference point that we're all discussing? And I'm gonna leave this lug for y'all to chop up. Science continuously says that they are basing things on European origins.
Right.
And the only reason why Africans are even being considered, they roped the American in, known as the Negro, presuming to be of African origins. Cook on that, brothers.
And they throw us with the rest of these idiots, right? With the Africans, right? Because think of it like this, right? Tell me what outside of the stuff that Africans doing now because they're able to go to European institutions, right? Well, if we go back to the 1900s, please tell me one invention that an African made, nigga. Tell me one invention besides if you never allow Africans to go to any of these European countries and able to go to any of their European studies, that the Europeans learned all this shit from us, right?
Yep.
They learned everything from us, right? So if none of these Africans was able to go to any of these European institutions, right? They always say, "Oh yeah, well we're our culture, we're based on education." No, you're not, nigga, because you don't come from that.
The first of
Nope.
the educational systems being brought in there that can be proven was brought by the Arabs.
But even listen, but even on that, Cal, right? Listen, all the education is compiled of what? It's compiled of human progress, right?
Mhm.
Well, it's the study of things from past, present, and future, right? But most of the most of all of the so-called how do you want to say the human advancements came from the so-called Black Americans, and
Yeah,
everybody
well,
else
there
added
ain't no
on
doubt.
to it. Everybody else added on to it. You understand what I'm saying?
Especially, I would say, especially the last 300-400 years.
Bro, and that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
So and so even with education, right? Even with most of the all of the medical breakthroughs we made, right? Even with the PC, nigga, a black man created the computer, my nigga. A black woman created. Ralph T. Sampson got the gamma rays or the whatever the rays is for them to make the the fiber optic or whatever for cell phones, right? So we talk about all of the breakthroughs, and then what they try to make us always some sidekick to some white man, right? Always some sidekick to some white man, and we helped him or whatever. Oh, what was Louis Latimer? Louis Latimer created the light bulb. Fuck all that. Keep on saying about some what's the nigga Thomas Edison and all this shit, man. We don't know if Thomas Edison was even real. You see what I'm saying? Because these Europeans, they always want to try to deflect from anything we've done, and we can actually see that all of these inventions, the progress was made by us. None of these, no Chinese people helped out with this shit at first. No Indian people helped out with it. No Africans helped out with it. But yet, when you
A1 simple fact on Lewis Latimer, and you can go to the AT&T company structure. In the blueprint of both Edison's and Alexander Graham's patented research, he designed the blueprints. That's a fact.
The
That's a
Lattimore
fact.
design.
Yup.
How
The
can
Lattimore.
he design the blueprints if he didn't create the actual invention? But y'all cook, bro.
But these niggas create the narrative. Like even like listen, think of it like this, right? White people, because and see a lot of people fall victim to this shit because a white man said it, they believe it, right? That's what Lucky just was doing, right? Lucky just believes some Jews and Germans, right? Which they are behind. All the German technology came from the American technology. They try to tell you Mercedes-Benz was the first car maker. No, it wasn't. The Greenfield automobile was the first by C.R. Patterson. Ford stole our idea. Mercedes-Benz got their idea from Ford. So even with the science that the Germans
And
got, right?
let's not hold on that one point right there, A1. Let's not forget that was actually working with in a traitorous, treasonous fashion,
And
aiding the enemy, correct?
they
During wartime. Cook cook
They
on
never
that
speak on
criminal
Ford.
nigga Ford.
They never but remember Ford was part of the nicer Templars. He was part of the nicer Golden Circle too. So and then who funded Ford, right? Was the niggas who funded Ford was what's the fucking the bank robbers?
Jesse James and the crew.
Jesse James and Frank James are the niggas who funded Ford, and they became the Rockefellers, right? So even when we get into this, right, the way that the Germans got the science, right, the way that the Germans got the science was from the science that the Americans made. You understand what I'm saying? From us, they got all their scientific technology from us, right? Even the swastika. The swastika was found in the serpent in spiral mounds, in America.
Fact.
That symbol, right? That same symbol is the symbol that the Sumerians got with the bird, right? And the symbol and the swastika in the middle, nigga.
Yeah, but what they haven't been able to explain, A1, is how we knew over here with the swastika that because it's a representation of our sun in the solar system.
That's right.
How did they know that it spins counterclockwise?
That's right. But see, that's the thing, man. The thing of it is, that's why we could never, like, none of these people could never be more advanced than us, my nigga, because we created the curriculums that these people go study. And that study of the curriculums or the creation of the curriculums came from the science that we was already doing. We was
See,
doing
but both of you brothers just proved again why they debase the American known as the Negro, called a nigga around the world 24 hours a day. And we still can't extricate ourselves from this embedded psychosis. And I'm gonna land on this, A1, because we'll circle back to pharmacology. Henrietta Lacks's cell line is the entire, whether you just break out cancer research alone, but the pharmaceutical industry worldwide is standing on this one cell line, bro. Why is that not celebrated? First of all, it has to be known. And secondly, I see OTK drop. If you work with him, Cosmon, look again in that video that I've shared today on Gertrude Weaver. And you brothers know about telomeres, right?
Mm-hmm.
Talking about the genetic makeup, the DNA strand, and all that stuff. Telomeres are the shortened ends of the DNA strand that shortens over time as we age.
Mm-hmm.
Bruh, at 110, her shit was not even short. Did not even show signs of shortening. And I want you, Cosmon, to knock this motherfucker out of the park. They tied her with AOO to Albert Perry and left it on the table. Hello? They still can't find that genetic marker anywhere else on the world. But I don't know. I'm just a nigga, and I yield.
Say Alabama. That's why the 23andMe people actually in Norway and different parts of the country where these foreigners come from, they are actually dependent on pills that come from these plasma centers. They don't care if it had disease and everything. You notice the plasma centers in the neighborhoods where we mostly roam because they know we go through no matter if we go through roughness or whatever, they are taking because these people are actually turning them blood into, their plasma into pills. And people that has epilepsy, all types of things, diseases in Norways and different places in these places, I studied and seen these people without these pills, without their plasma, they gone, bro. They'll tell you without the pills coming from these plasma centers, they gone. You know what I'm saying? So they dependent on them heavy. So like I said, you notice the plasma centers are everywhere now. They're picking up destroy places that you normally don't see them, or liquor stores right next to them.
They right in the hood.
Right. They want it all. They don't care about diseases or nothing. They look, I say, bro, they know the blood gonna rotten within 2 weeks. You see what I'm saying? But they know for sure that plasma, that plasma going to Norway, different places that these other places, Italy, different places. I'm talking about Russia. Every place that most of these people that need these certain pills, I forgot the name of them. I wrote it down. But like I say, man, there's so much paper over here. I'll be right, you know what I'm saying, for the deworm, you know what I'm saying, for that deworming program situation. Give me this little fucker. What's wrong with you, nigga? You see me on live? It look badass, nigga. All right, yo, excuse me, y'all. His ass be trying to turn up when I'm on some shit. You hear me? It's a
I
dog.
ain't paying attention, man. Hey, you know how that go. Uh, but that's to sum it up, man. We the gods, man.
Beautiful.
And like I said, we the gods, and everybody else that come over here and shit on us, they sitting on our lowest. We at our lowest point. Not all of us, but the majority of our people is at our lowest point because of them putting drugs in our community, because of them like giving us, not just giving us, but us acquiescing to all of this negativity, right? To
Right.
all of the negative shit that put us on our lower self, my nigga. And they knew this. See,
Right.
this was the basically stagnate us, man. All the shit that they did was to stagnate us, man. It was
They
a stagnate.
did this though, Wiz.
Yeah.
Did this. They take our cultural practices, our
Mm-hmm.
ethnic practices, and it goes other places and becomes gods.
Yup. 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 And then
God for instance, the practice that the American Indian, his death rite practices. You did what I'm talking about, where you bury him, how you bury him, what you pray for, when you do it. All those practices are called Anuba. Anubia. Anuba. Right? And those practices go to Egypt and become the death practices and god of writing, Anubis, in Egypt. Same thing with our turtle count. You did what I'm talking about, the Wapiki, the turtle count, the 13-month turtle count. It comes from over here. Now it turns into a female called Hathor. You dig what I'm talking about? And in the temple to Hathor, dedicated on the temple at Dundera, is the 13-month moon count.
Right.
Where in the Egyptian ideology, the gods of Egypt come from the west. They go west into Africa. You dig what I'm talking about? So you dig what I'm talking about? I think they done played a game, a word game on us. You dig what I'm talking about? Hiding shit within truth, so you don't never find out.
Oh no, but the word game is that you a slave, right? And we find out that Europeans are the real Slavs.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So what more, when you find that out, what more can you say, my nigga? Because any black person that's in America, anytime they speak about slaves, they automatically acquiesce to them being there.
Yep.
Even though, like, I done showed people for the last 8 years, nigga. I got a whole book by Carter G. Woodson, Free Heads of Negroes, and not just the other studies of black slave owners, my nigga. If white people were so racist, like we see them in Jim Crow time, what made them change from before 1865, right? Where you had black people had towns, so white people gave you land so that they could go back and tear it up. No,
and snatch the shit back from you. Okay, first of all, how does a slave who property by definition own property? Make that shit make sense, bro.
Ali Bamu. Everybody you look that had any importance in society, they always say, oh yeah, he was a sharecropper and he worked his way out of slavery. It's grammatically impossible that every black person in history will be a slave. It's impossible, my nigga. Now,
and that shows you, just that one statement shows you embedded actual programming.
Yep.
Right.
And the fact that it has taken, and I would argue it's only been 60 years, barely a century, but let's just deal with 100 years, okay? This anchor baby motherfucker, 34-time convicted felon, the womb he crawled out of didn't get here from Scotland till 1924. That cuts out what? At least half of them off the rip?
Right.
Okay, now let's circle back to, again, the pharmacology argument. I'm still going to keep reiterating, even though Henrietta Lacks is not her name, out of Bmore, Her entire cell line. Can you even put a dollar figure on the pharmaceutical industry globally? Would it
No,
be safe to say it's in trillions of dollars?
man.
Right.
Do you know her family members cannot even get health care?
My nigga. What about
How
the
criminal is that shit, bro?
Yeah,
Right.
but what about the light bulb? The light bulb is in every country. The refrigerator is every country. The stove is in every country, nigga. The washer dryer is in every
All you doing,
Air
A1, is
conditioning.
proving the fact. Now,
air
again, we know
conditioner.
these motherfuckers will lie with the thing they call the patent office,
Black
but you
man.
have already shown, no matter how many examples you've shown, you have shown the genius coming from the American, known as the Negro, being repackaged and sold by criminals,
Over
right?
and over.
But
Right.
how much money? Listen, think of it like this, right? Even
How much
and
money is it? Yeah.
yeah, but so think of it like this, right? Even the truck that got the refrigerated truck, nigga, that was made by a nigga, right?
Oh, just the
Imagine,
lubricator cup. You remember the real McCoy,
yeah. The
but that
lubricator,
came off of the train cars on the railroad
the
system.
motor too. What about the motor? You understand what I'm saying?
What
So
about the refrigeration unit that's in
that's
every fucking whatever container you want to talk about?
what I'm
Trucks,
saying. So,
trains, planes,
but but
automobiles,
but but think of it like this,
your
right?
house.
Water.
But so think of it like this, right?
Underwater.
So when other people come here, right? So when other people come here, they always shitting on Black Americans. Oh, well,
Mhm.
what is your culture and what have you done, nigga? We done things without even going. We went to our own school. We went to our own school, agriculture and technology, agriculture and machinery, right? We like so. What was you motherfuckers before you fled and came to a whole nother land and had to learn the science from them? What would you be? We did this. We did this independently. We wasn't living. We were segregated from white people. So
Yeah,
obviously,
while they were lying and saying we were on a chain, when
yup,
the only
yup,
two motherfuckers on a chain was an African and a European on either end.
Now,
yup.
can you imagine the psychosis shit that you will go through right now? And you imagine the tears, you coming home with a report card because you couldn't understand what NASA or what these liberties, man, they say. But can you imagine the shit that you going through right now, just running through your head, and everybody talking about why you so emotional? Why you this? No, we're not emotional. We just showing you through experience what we have experienced. You know what I'm saying? Because we knew it was all bullshit, but somebody kept pushing us into a punishment to accept the bullshit. You know what I'm
But
saying?
it wasn't meant. But see, think of it like this, right? Think of it like this, right? All
Talk.
right, so look, outside of segregation, right, with Martin Luther King, right, he tried to integrate us into a burning building. I say that verbatim, what he said, right? But also, he was also led to do that by the Rockefellers and the Rothschild because they was the ones funding them. But check this out, right? Why would they make if we've been fighting for equal rights, we've been fighting for equal rights, and we finally got according to them, okay, according to them, we finally got equal rights in 1964, right? Why in 1965 would they make the immigration rights or make the Hart-Scheller Act and allow immigrants to come over? That's so that if we ever did
You
any
know, brother,
boycott,
flood the
so
zone.
but not
Flood
yet. But
the
flood the
zone.
zone is one thing. But if we ever boycotted, we wouldn't be able to shut their system down. See what I'm saying? So they bring these other people over here and put these people into the work system, right? Think of it like this, right? Why would you give a motherfucker a work visa and put them and give them the same opportunities that American got? Now we saying with just entry level positions, right? We're not talking about scientists and doctors and other people that has these prestigious prestigious credentials, right? We talk about just entry level position, nigga. Home Depot is an entry level position, my nigga. Walmart is an entry level position, my nigga. Lowe's, Target, etc. Right? Why would you give people working visas and put them into the same system and make it harder for a nigga to get a job? Why? Because if we ever boycott it again, they will have their workforce and we wouldn't be able to cripple the workforce. That's why they did it.
Build a Voltron.
You understand what I'm saying? That's why they did it. And think of it like this, right? And these people come over here And they wonder why psychologically a lot of our people haven't been able to rise up out of oppression, right? Because just imagine this, right? If your people wasn't accepted, right? So let's say like a lot of our people who think they wasn't accepted because they don't know the real history, right? But they thinking they always look at America never accepted us, right? But then on when you got these tethers that come over here, they feel like America had accepted them because they allowed them to come here.
Yeah.
So they don't have the same psychological depravities that we have.
Right.
And now some people, such as myself and such as the other brothers on the panel, right, we're able to lift ourselves out of our oppression. Some other people don't even know that they being oppressed.
Right.
You see
That's
what I'm
the scary part of it. That's what's scary. They don't even know that they being oppressed, bro.
saying? They don't even know it, my
Scary
nigga.
part is the real scary part is once you inform them, they don't care.
Nope. Nope.
Yeah, but see, now we're getting into issue of what drives a person on the level of survival. This is where the materialism keeps us in check.
You know, and this is why you got to leave it to everybody on their own to say themselves. If you gain something from any other information that anybody up there and you using it and applying it, it helps you, that's good.
My
But
nigga,
people been hearing this information for years and ain't moved their feet.
because you know
Still
why?
talking
Because
about
they
what
got like,
he gonna do.
look, you know how in the movies you got the devil, you got your conscience, right? So you got the lower self, which is the devil, and you got the high self, which is the angel or the elves, right? So so a lot of them suffer from that because a lot of these people they character worship. I don't worship no third dimensional being. You understand what I'm saying? I know all third dimensional beings. If I put trust into them, they'll let me down. These motherfuckers haven't figured that shit out yet. You understand what I'm saying? And I go like even when I was doing my little program for the youth house, right? Because I used to go to the youth house before COVID or around that time. And I had like 7, 8 brothers. I had 12, 13 at first, but then I had 7, 8, like 5 of them dropped out, right? Out of all 7 of them, all of them niggas, either they in the union, they either in the carpentry, or they in the brick mason union, right? 4 of them went to college. You understand what I'm saying? Because I showed them that it's another reality out here. You understand what I'm saying? I showed them it's another reality out here.
Right.
You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
that's good, bro. That's a damn good thing, bro.
But my thing is, so I got a 501c3 that's called the Aboriginal Outreach Center, right? So my thing was, this is what I was going around doing or whatever. I was going around just trying to uplift the brother and tell niggas, listen, I've been to prison, I done sold dope, nigga. I done sold dope and crack, nigga. And I've been to prison and I done been inside of a prison cell and I done been inside of a college lecture hall. Now everybody, most men don't really need to go to college because most men good with their hands, but you still need a trade, right? You still need a trade. So you may not, college for me is mainly for women. You understand what I'm saying? Real talk. I that's how I look at it. College for me now, but also understand this. No matter what you do for a living, you need to be educated on it. I don't give a fuck if it's a fucking dishwasher. If you never washed dishes before, nigga, somebody need to educate you on how to wash, rinse, sanitize. You understand what I'm saying? Or how to be anything on any of these levels dealing with something you don't know. You have to be educated or you have to go through some type. Training ain't nothing but education, right?
And this is why knowledge is power, A1.
But that
then they told us back when we was little kids. Remember the old G.I. Joe? Remember they used to say at the end of there, and knowing is half the battle.
Yeah. Knowing is half the battle, right? G.I. Joe, nigga raised their hand and shit, right? Go
Only
Joe.
half of the battle. Applying it is the other half. See, a lot of people get to knowing and they don't apply this shit.
Right.
They just fucking learn this shit and just be dumbfounded and be stagnated right there and don't apply this shit.
And then guess what? Hey, OTK, when you apply knowledge rightly, it produces wisdom.
Big facts.
my nigga. And
Hmm?
that's
Learning off
thing, like,
experience.
so you got opportunities out here, right? Nigga, they paid me to go to school, nigga. They paid me. I was getting money to go to college, nigga. You understand what I'm saying? So
Right,
it's like,
right.
at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Like, and nigga, I ain't paid for my CDL. I got my CDL through a program. You understand what I'm saying? So you got to utilize the resources that they got out there and see, understand this. Just like I was telling, like I'll be telling niggas, nigga, no matter what you go through, it's going to be a process and you got to go through formalities, right? Even when you get locked up. You got to go from going to the police department, right? Then they doing the fingerprints and they put you in the cell, bring you back out, take your mug shot, take your fingerprints, right? And then the paddy wagon come. Then they take you to the county. Then before you go to county, you got to sit in the county cell, right? Before they process you to get you into the county system, right? Then after that, they take you to the nurse. Then after that,